How you doing?
How everybody doing?
What's up, Chantz? We're doing good, man.
Chantz.
Are you getting any sacks out there? They
Yes.
They say you haven't really been a factor thus far in fall.
Really? I try my best, every day, we in and out working. We just take it day by day. Don't count the days, make the days count. That's what we've been saying to everybody, so just been working.
So how many defensive linemen are you guys going to play? It seems like it's going to be like 10.
That's a great question. And honestly, I'm not the coach, so I can't say who's going to play, but we're going to have a nice heavy rotation. That I know for sure. We're trying to get a lot of guys in. I feel like with the group of guys we have, any and everybody can play at any position they want. So I feel like we're going to be very deep this year. I can't say that.
And how does that affect things? Obviously, it helps the competition, I'm sure, in practice, and it keeps you fresh on game day, right?
Yeah, definitely competition. Competition's been there. It's been there since day one. But it's more of a, how do I get better and how does he get better because it makes the team better. It's not more of a, I got to be better than this guy. It's just, we're making the team better, so each and every one of us are getting better every day.
Jared said it's a lot of mixing and matching of the groups. So who are some of the defensive tackles you're playing next to? Are there guys you feel like you have good chemistry with?
That I have a good chemistry with? Well, I've naturally already played played next to LT and Jared, but I feel like all the D tackles, I'm getting a good chemistry with them because, we're getting a lot of reps in practice every day. So I'm getting, sometimes I'll get LT, sometimes I get Daryl Jackson, sometimes I even get Allen Hay, just mixing it up the lines any and every way we can. So that's just how it is.
Which one of the transfers are impressing you the most?
Which one of the transfers? Yeah. Every single one. Every single one. I can't name, there's not one who's just he's doing better than others. Every single one, they came here, put their head down, went to work, and did exactly what they said they would do. So every single one's just been working and grinding.
You're playing the same spot as Akeem, right?
Yes, correct.
So
yes.
What has stood out about him? I guess specifically working with him, doing the same stuff as him.
Akeem is a very good pass rusher. He brings that to his game, and also he's very strong. We just found out at West Virginia. He said he played a little bit of nose, so in the run he kind of hold it down, he anchored it down, so he do what he got to do. Akeem's a very good player though. He's very versatile.
How about Mitch? How's he been doing?
Mitchell Agude Mitch is a hard worker, he's running to the ball, keeping us up, he's a vet. So he's just teaching us the ins and outs of, what he knows, some things he already has seen and stuff. So he brings that to the table. But each and every day, we know what kind of person we get with Mitch. We're getting a hard worker, we're getting somebody who's, very attentive and eager to learn.
What about Daryl Jackson?
The man-child. Daryl Jackson is, how do I explain this? Daryl is coming in every day, putting in the work, He's very physical, and he's plugging the run. He does what he can, and he's learning the pass rush and this, that, and the third. But I feel like Daryl's just working just like everybody else. He said it's different from Maryland, and we were like, oh, okay, we didn't know. We just thought everybody just worked. So.
Chantz, I wanted to ask you about the Florida international football player that passed away last night, Luke Knox. I didn't know if you knew anything about that, if you'd heard, or if you knew.
It's terrible. I didn't know. What happened?
He's in the hospital. We don't know. We haven't got any information. I just didn't know if between the two programs, if you'd seen him maybe in passing, or if you knew anything about it.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry to him. I'm praying for him and his family. That's terrible. You say he's in the hospital right now?
No, he passed away last night.
Oh, he passed away.
Yeah, the brother of Dawson Knox, who plays for the Eagles. So I just didn't know if you guys ever had crossover with Florida International at all with the football program.
I gotta look into that.
Okay, thank you.
The scrimmage coming up. We heard that you had a really good, as a whole, the D-line had a good scrimmage, the first scrimmage. What do you want to do as a line to improve? What are some specific things you can get better at?
Well, what we tell ourselves every day is, yesterday has to be our worst day. We're always trying to build and capitalize on any and every mistake, because we know we're not perfect. And our coaches, they're hounding us on the details and the little things. And right now we're just trying to clean that up and just make sure everything is just as good as perfect as can be, so we can go out there and just play and let loose.
What have you seen from go ahead.
Yeah, the last thing is that game is coming up sooner than expected, right? And I was asking somebody else, last year you started against Alabama. This year it's a little bit different feel with Bethune-Cookman. Mm-hmm. Your thoughts about that opening game, the difference kind of in talent level, and also the crowd, what you expect with Mario coaching his first game?
Well, our approach isn't any different. We treat every game like it's, any and every game, but our first game is day one. That's our game. We're approaching it like, we have a game. We're playing against somebody else. We want to win, and you know, I couldn't tell you how the atmosphere is going to be on game day. I heard it's going to be crazy, but all I know is that I got to practice tomorrow and get ready for the game. And when it happens, when the crowd is there, you know, I'm sure it's going to be ecstatic.
Is crazy good?
Crazy good, yeah. Crazy is good.
Why?
You know, having the fans there, you know, just helps you out a little bit. And, you know, I love, you know, the supporters.
Last one for Chantz, if anyone has one.
What have you seen from Nyjalik Kelly? I think Jared called him a freak, or would be a freak.
Yeah, he's very young, but he's definitely a freak of nature. You know, Nyjalik, he has great bend, great pass rush moves, very strong, very explosive. I see Nyjalik, you know, making some noise sooner rather than most people expect. I think Nyjalik is a very good player.
Thanks, Chantz.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
John, you just playing a little bit more on the left side due to those lessons in three. I guess how's that just been for you so far?
I mean, I feel like it was good. I don't feel like it's an adjustment because I've been playing left for a little while. Just took a little time off last year, but I feel like it's pretty good.
The offensive line been cross training a lot on both sides of the offensive line so far.
Yeah, Coach Mirabal, he wants the guy to cross train, so just in case the guy goes down, we have somebody fill in a spot. So that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I think when we've been out here, you've always been a left. But have you worked at right tackle also for some of this camp?
Yeah, I worked a little bit on the right.
Yeah. Obviously, you never want a guy to get hurt, and it sounds like Zion will be back at some point this season. But with him down and you getting a chance to work with the ones at left tackle a lot, like you kind of viewed this as a pretty good opportunity for you to. You missed last year, right? Have you kind of viewed this preseason as a good opportunity to show what you can do?
I feel like it's a good opportunity. I mean, yeah, I was out last year, but I felt like last year just made me just stronger as a person, just mental aspect, be smarter on the field, like learn the scheme, learn the quarterback's drop, you know, learn what the running back is doing so I can know what place I'm in at tackle. So, I mean, I just feel like it's good opportunity, but I feel like I'm taking advantage of it.
What was that recovery process like for you?
Recovery process, I mean, it was really hard. I mean, that's probably like one of the lowest points in my life in the recovery process. I just felt like it was very hard, but I was only pretty much down for 2 days. The third day, I was trying to work. I just give all my glory to God, my mom, and Joe Girardi, and everybody that was in the training room that pushed me and just helped me get back to this point in my life.
What did you do to get through that tough point? Just encouraging your friends and family, and something that you focused on.
I mean, just lean on my teammates. You know, me and Jalen Rivers. Jalen went down last year. I mean, we was in the treatment training room group, so just getting really close with him. I mean, that just made everything better. You know, a guy going through the same thing as you. I mean, it's just really great just to have Jalen. Just a great person, somebody to lean on. And then on the field, I feel like we just got chemistry. So that's just good. Just bonding with your teammates is really important to do that.
And given that you guys bonded during that recovery process, lining up, probably lining up right to your right. I mean, what's that going to be like? You guys take the field in week one.
I mean, that's great. I mean, we built a real good chemistry out there. I mean, Jaden, that's my boy. I mean, you know, just ever since he came here, he's just a great guy. It's just good to have somebody like that next to you, somebody you can trust, somebody that you know is going to be in the right spot when you need him to be. So that's just great to have Jalen Rivers on my side.
So a few more for John.
When Zion comes back, have the coaches communicated to you what it might be something that happens?
I'm not sure. I mean, if he comes back, I feel like it's just open competition. Everybody's just competing, and I'm just playing my heart out right now. Just going out to do just for me to be a one.
Do you feel ready to be a swing guy if that becomes your role?
I mean, I'll just do whatever coach wants me to do, but as right now I'm at left, and I'm just playing my heart out.
Do you feel like you know the other spots though? Is what I guess what I'm getting at.
I'm pretty good at. I'm pretty know the scheme pretty well. Coach Mirabal does a great job in the film room, giving the guys knowledge and teaching us ins and outs of the plays and the schemes and where to be and what to do.
You've been here for a while. You've watched the program change a lot. You watch people come and go. What if that college experience taught you?
I mean, you know, I've seen a lot of great guys here, especially my freshman year. Especially my freshman year in that defense and that receiver core. I mean, just seeing all them guys come and go. I mean, it's just like take advantage of that opportunity. You never know what's gonna happen, and you never know what the future looks like. So I mean, just try to take it a day at a time and just try to put my best foot forward and just want to do what's best for the team and best for myself.
Great. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Jared, how's about a week and a half in now? How are things looking on the D-line?
D-line's looking great. Everybody's looking sturdy. We're all strong. We all play our gaps well, know the scheme. And now we're just taking it day by day.
Keep hearing about how many. I mean, there's like 10 or 11 guys. It feels like a good playing for you guys.
Everybody.
Yeah, like what? How does that? I don't know. How do you expect that to change your role, your job this year?
It doesn't change anything because everybody has to be ready at that time, all the time. Because anybody can go down during the season. So next man has to step up.
Are you guys like? I don't know, like are there like line changes, like where it's like 4 guys and 4 guys come? Like how are you guys kind of rotating, or is it everyone mix and match?
No, it's mix and match, different personalities. Everybody, they want to see everybody work with everybody. So it's like they don't want to see a set of guys just work with this set of guys for the whole year. It's just they want to see a whole bunch of different guys working with different people, different looks, just a whole bunch of different stuff.
How does it help knowing that you're always going to be fresh? You know, if you're tired, you can come out. There's someone that'll go in for you. And when you're out on the field, you'll be fresh the majority of the time.
It feels great. It feels good. I actually it feels nice knowing that like when I'm off the field, I already know that like we're gonna get the stop, my phone, sorry, 3 down, stop, all that. Like we're gonna be fine.
Does it help productivity of everybody?
Yes, because everybody's fresh. Everybody's fresh. Everybody gives good plays and all that.
Jared, what do you imagine that opening game, first game for Mario as head coach here? What do you imagine Hard Rock to be like that game?
Well, now that Mario's back, I imagine that to be a loud stadium. I'm hoping it's going to be packed out. You know, that's what I'm hoping. It's going to be a nice stadium. I'm hoping it's going to be nice.
How much does that affect you guys when it's packed out and you got the crowd going?
Well, to be honest, I was speaking for me. Well, I know for the team, it brings a lot of energy. But for me, I'm so focused on the game and just trying to win, doing my job. So I can't really speak for everybody else. But I know everybody else, it brings a lot of energy. It brings a lot of juice to the game.
Tell me how you think last weekend scrimmage went for yourself and the defensive line as a leader.
I'm always going to criticize myself the hardest, but I feel like we played well. Technique-wise and effort-wise, we played well too. It was just another day of practice, to be honest.
What are you guys looking for in the scrimmage on Saturday?
More precise details on knowing our plays. That's it, basically. Just bringing effort. We have to bring effort and technique to everything we do. So that's basically it.
We heard or we received that the defense did very well in that scrimmage. What were your thoughts? The defense did well in the last scrimmage.
Yeah, we did. We played hard, we played smart, and we used technique. That's it.
Who's the toughest offense? Who's the toughest on the offensive line for you to match up against?
All of them. They all work as a unit now, so it's not like you're going against one person every play. It's you go against Tool, Jalen Rivers, Scave, Logan, Justice, like a whole bunch of them. Like all of them are tough to be honest.
Any of the young guys kind of stand out to you?
I haven't really gone against the younger guys, but one guy that stands out to me is probably Cooper, the freshman. All of them stand out to me. I haven't gone out against any of them.
Do you feel they're better? Are you finding them to be better than they were a year ago? The O-line.
Yes, they're very better. They're more united. They play as a group, so it's kind of hard to go against them. But going against them hard every day makes them tougher.
So combining them being better with you guys having more bodies and a lot of depth, has the intensity and competition in practice been amped up?
Yes, it does, and it has been amped up. I ain't gonna hold you. It does. But other than that, I can't say nothing. But like we just play hard and throughout the whole practice. That's it.
Does it motivate you or give you any extra juice where you know you're going against the offensive line? Like Mario's coaching them, like he's been with them the whole practice. You know, do you guys need extra juice? I guess.
No, we bring our own juice.
Jared, has there been a lot of cross-training going on with the defensive line?
Say that one more time.
Has there been a lot of cross-training going on different positions throughout the defensive line?
Like certain positions like
Yeah.
no, not really. Well, we kind of just stick it to the script. Everybody plays their position, but you'll see some different personnel changes depending on how we go against opponent.
And then,
what has freshman Nyjalik Kelly brought to you as a whole? What are your first thoughts on him?
He's fast and long and just twitchy and just linky. He's gonna be a freak in the future. Just give him a few years. He's gonna be good.
Thank you very much, Jared. Thanks, Jared. Have a great day, man.
Focus on run blocking the first few days in full gear. Do you feel like the timing and the execution of that is coming on for you guys?
Yeah, I think the more rest we get, the more our run game starts to develop. We just continue to hone being physical, being aggressive, good hat placement, good technique. Every day individual, we kind of focus on perfecting our technique and carrying that over to team. And it's starting to show the more practice we have.
How different is that scheme with Josh Gadd's run blocking?
The run blocking, I feel like we get more guys out into space, but we're also, like I just said, we're more physical. It gives our offensive line an opportunity to set the tone and kind of show what this offense is all about. In my opinion, I feel like the offensive line is taking advantage of that.
So it's a little like more pulling, a little bit more. Like obviously, Coach Lashley was great, but he just he kept it simple, right?
I mean, it's a little bit of everything to be honest with you. There's a lot of gap scheme, a lot of zone, get out in the space around the edge. It's a lot of everything. So.
How did you feel the first scrimmage went for the O-line as a unit, and what do you guys want to change or accomplish in the second coming up this week?
I think the first scrimmage as an offensive line, I think we did okay. I don't think it was to what our standard was, but it was still a pretty good scrimmage as far as up front. As far as what we need to fix, I would say just maintaining, being consistent with our, our energy level, our conditioning, if that makes sense. Each play having the same, being locked into our technique, our assignment, and stuff like that. Just being consistent on every play.
We just spoke with Jared from the D-line, and he talked about the offensive line looking more united, playing as a unit. Do you feel that's accurate?
Yes. I think last time I was up here, I talked about team bonding and what we did over the summer, and I think that's really helped us on the field as far as communication and understanding what each guy does and what each guy is good at, what each guy is bad at. What we need to, at the end of the day, we each have to do our individual job. Understanding who's playing next to you can help you a lot on the offensive line.
How do you think John Campbell is doing?
I think he's doing great. I think he's really progressing and taking the coaching that Coach Mirabal is giving him. John's always been a good player in my eyes, and with his coaching staff and the coaching that Coach Mirabal, Coach Cristobal, Coach Paddock, Coach Bain, all the guys we have helping out on the O-line, I think he's taking that coaching and really upping his game.
What was your reaction to being named to the Remington watch list?
It was exciting. I actually didn't even find out. My parents told me, but it was interesting. It wasn't something I was expecting, but at the end of the day, it's kind of just like a watch list. I want to go out and I guess prove it. Or I'm not really focused on that right now. I'm focused on my game on the field right now. So it was a cool experience, but it was like that's cool now. What am I going to do now?
Now with that, do you think you can step into now a leadership role and really kind of guide some of the young guys on the line?
Yeah, and I feel like I've started doing that a little bit. I think I have more that I need to do, but I think I've kind of started moving into that leadership role and really helping the young guys out with little things on the field and off the field.
A few more. I was just asking Jared, what you imagine it's going to be like opening game, Mario Cristobal's first game, with the home fans and stuff like that.
I hope it's a packed stadium. I hope that everybody comes out and is excited for the season. And as a team, we're excited to see what we can go out and do in our first game. So.
Does that help? How much does that help the players? I know you're supposed to zone in on the game, but when you have the fans behind you like that,
it helps a lot. Just knowing that the fans are out there supporting us, and having family or friends, whoever is out there just watching us and supporting you, it makes you want to play that much harder.
And the last thing I wanted to ask about that is last year you started against Alabama, whole different field. You started against Bethune Cookman, no disrespect to Bethune, but how do you view that as far as going against a top team and
the exact same way. We feel the exact same way. Alabama, Bethune Cookman, it doesn't matter who we play. We have to go out and do our assignment
at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who lines up against us.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.